to go through a shower of pyrotechnics. It was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Got some room at the 30. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. There's Wilson to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jalen Reagor there to make the grab. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
Now a first down throw. Snap. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford under pressure, and they got to him again. Bradley Chubb picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cordero Patterson. 56 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Play action. Stafford. He'll buy some time right. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Mobility, a blessing and sometimes a curse, isn't it? Because those mobile quarterbacks, they tend to think that they can make a play all the time. When they get out of the pocket, instead of sometimes eating it or just throwing it away, they try and force things a little bit and end up
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness is being...
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Stafford hooking up with Akers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give, running right is Akers. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Back to throw, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Wilson. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Denver.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Certainly appeared like they had a great chance of that turning into a touchdown, but maybe led him just a bit too much.
Yeah, out of the back of the end zone. And that's tough on a 5-yard pass, but one of that distance, that can be tough to gauge when you're in the back of the end zone. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And McManus able to put it through, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
It's been a rough go on the ground throughout the entire game, but after a run like that, they may have found the spark to get their offense kick-started.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left is Akers. Akers hit. He coughs it up. It's picked up by the Broncos.
One play at a time.
And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, Stafford here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. There's Jefferson to pull that in. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Stafford's throw complete there to Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Stafford. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Stafford on first down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Again, it's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Going right back to Akers.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
108 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Throwing is Stafford. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 27, Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
On third down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
D. Ford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And that will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Patterson on the carry.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson, there goes a deep ball, end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Snags it for the pick. And the Ramses are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now a dump off here complete.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14.
Here's Stafford. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson. 89 yards. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. 4th down. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Harold Landry able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler.
This
is taken in at the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
K.J. Hamler,
51 yards.
And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Well, let's check on the call. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. On second down, Akers. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Charles, we saw